October 22nd. And today, we're getting rid of the garden. One time-lapse video and just talk about it and maybe give some insight as to what we're going to do over the winter. All right, here we go. So this garden is done. Cucumbers are done. Zinnias are basically done. I'm not sure what that plan is. Chocolate mint's going to stay in their bucket. This basil's going to a neighbor. That basil's going to a neighbor. We have plenty of basil in the house. Bell peppers finally took off now that the zinnias are dying out. So we've been pulling bell peppers recently, but we're at the done stages. Cherry tomatoes are done. We're pulling the stragglers and giving them to the chickens. We have a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes currently in our compost bin, our compost pile, because the compost didn't get hot enough to break down yet. We have sweet potatoes that I have to try and find and dig up because I did not properly plan, and we have sweet potatoes growing everywhere. Just everywhere. So I have to go find them. It's like a nice big treasure hunt now. So yeah, garden wasn't as fruitful as I wanted it to be. We had a storm come through and fold over all of our our ground cherries. So those got killed off really quickly. We recently added this storage carport and needed to cut down some space, and so we did. But all of our basil's going to seed, and it's looking good. So we'll collect seeds off of that. The bees have been loving the basil, flowering out, and it's just about done. So I do like to collect basil seeds. Like I said, chocolate mint will stay. We'll put that in our teas and coffee as it gets warmer, or colder, as it gets colder. So yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up and just let you watch the time lapse of me and Eric taking this whole place down. We do have a couple potatoes that are trying to grow out here, so I may leave those and see what happens. I mean, you can see them. They're right there, budding through. There might not be anything, but you never know. And yeah. So we're gonna have to cut back. Our mulberry tree is starting to encroach as well, and this whole thing is gonna get redone with a different setup next year. As far as a winter garden, we're not gonna put one in, or a fall garden, winter garden. Should have already been in if we're putting it in. But we're going to restructure, and this year I'm just gonna do grow bags. I've done those in the past. It's been really successful when you want to do cut and come again lettuce, or cut and grow, or whatever. How pretty that is. There's all sorts of pollinators on there. There's a couple different kinds of bees. So, I'm loving this. But we have some peppers I gotta pull real quick, and then to finish off the season, and that'll be it. So here we go.
While this wasn't the most wildly successful garden I had this year, it was still a success in my gardening adventures. Again, we used the same plot. We planted a lot of cherry tomatoes. That seems to be the easiest thing for me to grow between that and zinnias. But we added we added ground cherries this year. And having ground cherries for the first time, I had never had them in my life. That was something that I will continue to plant and enjoy. This video is just a little bit on the short side. We had an incident in the garden while Eric was mowing things down. He must have disturbed a honeybee, and she came and stung him on the face. So this video is only about 5 minutes long, but we still wanted to document it for you guys to show we're taking it down, and we're going to restructure with some recycled fencing and gates that our neighbor has been nice enough to let us come take off of their property. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us, even if it's just for a quick 5-minute video. please like, share, and subscribe. That way we can continue to reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you.